Hey everybody, AI Jimmy here. So not going to come to you today with an AI thought from my run. Unfortunately, I was at the Microsoft event last week and I managed to get the con crud. So anybody who goes to conferences a lot knows you usually come up with some type of virus or something every once in a while. So it's okay. Just a quick way to lose a couple extra pounds. So I'll be good here in a little bit because I do have two 5Ks this weekend. So I've got to run both of those. This one's a little bit different format because I don't really have a story for you, but I got more of a news story. There's been a lot popping up lately, but this around desktop automation, especially when it comes to LLMs. So one of the things that I noticed this week was Anthropic did this really big announcement about the ability to control your desktop and perform tasks on your desktop using an LLM. I think that this is really interesting. I know Microsoft's talked about it now, Anthropic's talked about it. Like, how can we do further automations? There's a couple of things before we start diving into this. We really need to start thinking this out. So A, should we? That's going to be the biggest question is, should we be grabbing data off of a desktop and formatting it, doing something with it, and creating decisions on it? Or should it be going back through like your modern data estate? For me, I was thinking about this. It was like, people were talking about the ability to open up like an Excel spreadsheet and grab data out of there and then consolidate the data. For me, that's a governance issue. So now we have a lot that we're going to open up issues with lineage and things like that. So there's one thing I really want us to consider is, if we're doing anything with going out and grabbing data off desktops, is that going to tell the same story from your desktop all the way to your desktop all the way up to what the C-level said? So that's one. The other thing is going to be the security behind it. Been around for a very long time, hence all the gray hair. So it is one of those things that I'm starting to see reminiscence of the old macro viruses. Now, I've been out of security for a while, so it's not my forte, just something I'm going to be interested to talk to one of my colleagues about this and say, hey, is this something we really need to dive into? I think that we just don't want to open everything up. Now, I know there's like UAC and all of that good stuff, so not terribly, I'm cautious because I don't know what it can do yet, so I'm going to start diving in to try to figuring that out. So that's the doom and gloom stuff. On the other side, I'm really excited about this. If we're talking about going into websites like in state and local government and being able to provide an easy way to fill out a grant application with a clean data source, where we just go through the website and start going down, traversing and filling the fields out. I think that's really interesting. I think there's something to that. I think that's cool. Like, I personally use a Stream Deck a lot. So it's one of those things. So it's a device where I can map out different actions to different keys. And to me, some of that things would be interesting if I could use a large language model to do that. So I personally I've built my own chat application. So I have a button that I hit it opens the chat app. It starts my Windows H key to do my voice recordings. I put the icon down in there and I just start talking, and then it transcribes everything for me. So I'm already doing that through a device like a Stream Deck, but the ability to do that with an LLM as the tech matures a little bit, to me, is something that is very interesting. So it's fairly new, so we need to dive into it, but this is something that I'm actively looking into. There's a lot of promise there, especially when we start combining like this with agentics. I think that there's some really cool stuff out there. All right, y'all. AI Jimmy coming at you. I'm going to try to do a run tomorrow, so that way I'm ready for Saturday and Sunday. But anyway, thanks for hanging with me, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.